Hey everybody, Jenna here. I want to show you how I do my foundation and where the magic happens because you can tell it's looking crazy. It's got a terrible, terrible breakout. Yep. So I'm going to show you how I cover it up. I always start with my Glorious Face and Eye Primer. I am going to speed up and slow down throughout this video so that you guys don't have to really watch everything. Okay, that's all I use. It's actually a lot. that was a lot. You don't need to use that much. I'm using that much because I've got this really bad breakout. It's clear. You can see there's no color pigment to it. What this stuff is going to do is give you almost like a new set of skin. It makes it silky smooth so that you use less product, less foundation, less eyeshadow. Yeah, I even put it on my eyes. This is face and eye. We also have regular eye primer that's just for your eyes, but this stuff works amazing, so that's what I use. But anyways, so this stuff is going to give you a very smooth, silky smooth face before you put your makeup on, so you're going to use less product and it's going to go on smoother. It's almost like a treatment. It feels so good. It's like a treatment for your skin as you're putting it on. And you want to make sure that you give it time to dry before you put your makeup on. I normally give it at least 5 minutes. So, you know, put it on right after you get out of the shower. Do your hair, do your eyeshadow or whatever while you're waiting. Whatever's left over on my hands, I always put it in my hair. It's not greasy at all, and it almost does an anti-frizz for your hair, which is great. So I'm going to let that dry, and I'll be back to show you foundation. Alright, we're back. Put on the Glorious Face and Eye Primer. We're letting that set. That's already done. It's dried. We are going to move on to concealer. I put the concealer on underneath my foundation. If I'm covering up blemishes, that's what I'm doing today, I put it on underneath my foundation, and then I use my highlighter in a lighter color, and I do all of my highlighting under my eyes to conceal all my bags and that sort of stuff. So I'm going to show you how I do it. Okay, so with the concealer, I put that on my hand, just a little dab, and then I use the unique concealer brush. There you go. This brush is great. It makes it so that you use like half the amount of product that you would normally use. I just dip it in the concealer on my hand. There we go, watch the magic. Now you're going to be a little scared as you start putting it on for the first time because you'll see that the product has to neutralize. You have to give it time to neutralize on your skin. When working with minerals, that's what minerals do. That's why minerals are great, because you can cover so many different shades of skin tone because minerals work with your skin color, your pigments. It adjusts to you. Okay, so you can see I go over the blemishes with my brush, and then I bring it out just enough that I can blend it in, where I'm not retouching that area, because you don't want to move the product. Now I'm going to take my Cream Touch foundation. It has this sponge that it comes with, but I like to use my foundation brush and then go back over with my blending buds or my sponge. It's got a nice little compact lid there so that you can keep it separate, and a mirror so that you can take it on the go. I just take my brush and just dip it in there. And this is the foundation brush. Okay, so now I'm done with this brush, and I want to go back through with my, normally I use my blending buds. I haven't gotten this back in. Just get a little bit on that pad, on the sponge. And you want to actually press it in instead of smearing it across your face, you want to press. Alright, and then my final step, I go back over with the powder. That also comes with a sponge. And this is not, you don't need both, it's not necessary. I mean, I use both because I have a really bad breakout to cover up. But when I don't have, bad breakout, sometimes I just use the powder because it's really good coverage all in itself. And again, you want to press this on, and then after I use the sponge and kind of do but I like to consider this almost like a finish, a setting powder. It really holds everything in place so that nothing's budging all day long. I love that. And then my final finishing touch, beachfront bronzer. I do the darker right around, like you just saw on my jawbone, and then I do it on the top of my forehead because I have a huge forehead. So it's almost like I do highlighting and contouring with beachfront bronzer and my concealer. You always want to make sure you blend down your neck because you don't want that choppy line that's so bad. I remember seeing photos of myself when I first started doing my makeup, back when you're young and you're a teenager and you think everything you do is perfect and you look so hot. Oh my god, some of those photos, you can see a clear line on my jaw. Like, really? Why didn't somebody just rub that in for me? That should just be like girl code, If you see a girl with a line on her face, help her, rub it in. Another little trick. Put it right across your chest. You see what that does? That instantly gives you that sucked in look. Yeah, see, that's what we're going for. Yes. Beachfront bronzer to the rescue. So, that was that. And I think it's a huge difference from when you saw me start. Thanks for sticking it out. That was kind of long. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I enjoyed showing you. All right. See you later. Thanks, ladies.